Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Raid and Plarium, they were completely silent last week that everybody started commenting on it. And then this week they suddenly started hitting us with lots of news about things that will be coming to the game in the next few months. Uh, what I want to do in this video, we're going to just give you a summary, highlights of everything that was said, everything that was mentioned to be coming to the game in the next few months. The background of this is that last week Raid didn't release any news, any 10x events, which was a little bit unusual for them. But what everybody was saying is that they are just discussing what to do with the amount of negativity that people received Primal Shard, Mythical Champions, and Hydra Clash with. Because their last few releases or events or features, whatever you call it in game, they were all like big failures, and the player base didn't like them at all. So I'm guessing that they were having like some sort of emergency meetings, figuring out that what can we do just to go back to the positive side, to regain people's interest and excitement about the game. And so Nubraid's prediction was that they're going to release a couple of things that they had in line. They'll just speed it up to make people happier. And my prediction was, which is still to come through, is that they are going to give us a little bit of freebies with the holiday season starting anyway, just to make people happier. So let's see what will happen. But let's go through what they released one by one. I'll tackle the easier ones first, and then we'll discuss the longer ones because we have three major pieces of news that they dropped. So we have a sneak peek at the next update, which will be dropping in the game tomorrow. So that's going to be October 11th, 2023. We have a very long, well, not very long, but yeah, a 30 minutes interview that Ash did. Well, I'm hiding Ash a little bit. Yeah, that Ash did with Cirilla, the community manager for Plarium. It was released this weekend, and they talked about a lot of stuff that I'll tell you about without going through the whole video because it's a bit long. And third, we have the Plarium official release for the update, which includes the mythical champion. Supposedly, that's going to be the permanent fusion. We'll talk about it one by one. So, first of all, let's go through the sneak peek. I won't play it or anything, I'll just show you what they talked about. So, intro and stuff. Is that the first thing? Yeah, no, we start from here. So first features you talked about is clan insignia. I think it's a cool feature. I don't mind at all even that it's costing a little bit of gems to do it. Let's remove the subtitles here. So this is cosmetic, but I love it. I think most people would love it as well. They will allow us to design our clan banner sort of using a lot of criteria here, and you see you'll do it free for the first couple of times, and then it will show everywhere in the game. So that's good. That's great. I love it, and definitely will use it in our clan. Second thing, which is not as important for me, is the clan stars or leagues or whatever. So you do more stuff in game. Most of it will be whalish or wallet bound, payment bound, but you can upgrade your tiers till you get to gold. So I'm not worried about this, especially that's also just cosmetic. I love the banners much more. Uh, yeah, but that's the second thing they released. Third thing, quality of life. Okay, let's see. There are a couple of minor things, but still super good. Good. So events, that's already in a lot of other games. Basically, what they're allowing you, they are enhancing the view of this tab. So you'll have all the events running. Some of the events that will start soon. You see here, some events will start in 2 days or whatever. So that will give you better visibility to plan. Like let's say I'm saving all of my resources because I want to do that event or this event or whatever. So that's good. That's something good that should have been in the game for a while now. Okay. What else? Okay. Hard mode compatible. Yeah, you can run hard modes on clan quests. That's also yeah good. This one is also good, and it's good that they implemented it per champion. So if you've been playing for a while, you know that every time you try to use some of these champions, especially the ones that you get from campaign like Diabolist, if you're farming 12-3, every time it will just like trigger you to asking you, do you actually want to use this champ or not? Because they are fusion champs, because you can use them to build your relic keeper, or uh, that other guy, that void rare for relic keeper. Anyways, they are allowing you to turn this off per champ. Why it's good that they are doing this per champ? Because you don't want to mistakenly use some of the rares that are used for the current fusion, for example, that panda fusion. So yeah, that's good. You remove it once and then you can use them as food as many times as you want. It won't bother you again. So that's it for the sneak peek. So that was quick. Now let's jump into the interview. And because that's 30 minutes, I've written down things in the like things that I think would matter most to you. So I'll go through my list and we'll talk about them one by one. The first change that's easy, well, not easy to talk about, I mean, but it has a lot of value for us as players, is they are increasing the storage for champs, accessories, and artifacts by 200 each. That's great. That will help us because we're running out of space all the time. So that's a simple but yet very essential change that will benefit all of the players. They are increasing the Hydra Clash rewards. Um, to be honest, I still don't like it. They are nerfing Cadaver and increasing the Hydra Clash rewards because Hydra and Hydra Clash are still like the least favorable area and events in the game for me and for a lot of players as well. So I'm guessing the better change would have been is that move the Hydra Clash rewards to somewhere else. Don't just keep forcing us to do Hydra. So that's the second one. They said that clan wars are coming next year, which will be actual clan v clan PvP. So that would be interesting, unless it's wallet bound. So yeah, major change there, or a couple of exciting news. Everybody's upset about the mythical champions and that we cannot get them. Books are still an issue. You have to give us somewhere to farm the books other than the far end of some of the events. So we'll have two guaranteed mythical champions that will be released into the game, maybe as soon as tomorrow, from what I'm hearing. One of them would be a permanent fusion, like Krasen Scarhide, if you haven't done that yet. So that will be available, but we're not yet sure how hard it will be to obtain that permanent fusion. So they already released, yeah, you can see it. They already released the Lady Mikage and her skills. So we'll go through them in a minute, but that's a permanent fusion. The other one, which is I'm pretty excited about, so Doom Tower, a lot of people consider Doom Tower one of the best things they released as an additional content into the game. So Cirilla said, and I'm not sure if that claim will turn out to be true or not, they are releasing content that's even bigger than Doom Tower. That's what she called it. And looks like it's a completely new area of the game, not the Great Void. She was clear on that. And the reward for finishing that new area, whether it's similar to Faction War or Campaign or whatever, will be the second mythical champion that we don't know about yet. So eventually, by playing the game and beating the hardest content, because they won't make it easy to obtain these champs, you can obtain at least two mythical champions without opening primal shards. Now let's go through our first guaranteed mythical champion. We have no idea how hard it would be to obtain this champ. I'll talk about the alternate form first. This alternate form is super strong debuffer. So on her A1, she places asleep 100% or someone. Of course, she's forced, so she can weaken hit, and she has ignore resistance. So that's the first champ in game that we see that with books they gain ignore resistance. Ignore resistance by 20% is like adding 20% more accuracy for her. So her alternate move, her alternate form, sorry, will require a lot of accuracy, but she's an amazing debuffer. So guaranteed sleep on A1, guaranteed stun on A2 for all enemies, and decreasing the turn meter. So stunning everyone, pushing them back in turn meter. Great control ability. A3, increase accuracy on all allies and removing all buffs from all enemies. So buff stripped from the enemy, increase accuracy on the allies. Amazing. Then that's the metamorph. And then the passive here, as a start of each turn, decreases the turn meter of the enemy with the highest attack by 15%. So basically, pushing that nuker on the enemy team in case of PvP a little bit back, and then increase accuracy in all battles by 80. Amazing aura as well. So that's the alternate form. The basic form is one of the best ally attackers in the game, if not the best. She attacks with someone from Shadowkin. You'll have a lot of good Shadowkin champs there on her A1, and then places a shield to 10% of this champion XP on the ally with the lowest HP. So, if you don't want to put her in teams with Shadowkin champs, she will still apply the shield exactly like Duchess on the champ with the lowest HP. The A2 needed a little bit of reading, though I've read it before. That simple part of it, increase the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. So that's good. Extending or HP burns, poisons, decrease defense and weaken. Then decrease the duration of all enemy buffs if they have any buffs, and decrease the duration of ally debuffs by 1 turn. What she doesn't do here though is increasing the buffs on allies. So she's not like Canary. I was mistaken there. Now to the A3. A3 is basically best for Fire Knight, I guess. She ally attacks with everyone after putting increased attack and increased crit damage on the whole team. Then we have the Metamorph. Her passive is Sifi-like passive. At the start of this champion's turn, removes all the buffs from the ally with the highest attack. That's mainly your nuker, and then the same accuracy in all battles aura by 80. So amazing champion, definitely will be usable in game. That was all the news that was released. I wanted to just summarize it all to you in one video as short as possible, so you don't have to go through 30 minutes videos. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.